Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to our new subscribers, lovely to have you on board. And welcome to our long-term subscribers, it's lovely to have you with us too. So we are continuing with using, or I'm continuing with using dies that I've not used for a long time or never used. This one I have used once when I first got it, way back. It's one of the original Card Making Magic when it was designed by the wonderful Christina Griffith. There's her name there. She's happily retired now. Good for her. And so I'm going to make a card, not with all of these. I love this beautiful one. It's a fantastic die, this outer one, but it does take a bit of poking out. So I am going to use this one because you need a cutting edge for some of this. Not all of these have got a cutting edge. If you were going to use this one, for example, you would need this to cut out the centre. And I'm going to use that one, and this one here. Not that one, but this extra one here. And I've already cut them out. I'm going to slide it to one side, if I can do it without dropping it on the floor. Let's pop it over there for a minute. And we are going to make a 6x4 card. I've already cut my card down to shape or down to size. I have used the outer die, or one of the largest of the outline dies, to cut a mat like that. And so I'll just put that there for now. I'm going to use my red runner tape just because I want it to stick straight away. Oh, it's all right. I was just making sure that I'm not letting anything stick to my jumper and let it fall on the floor. So we're a bit limited with space here because I've got several projects on my desk. And although it's a long desk, it's a bit crowded. Fortunately for you, you can't see it from there, but if you could see the mess and chaos I work in sometimes, honestly. My aim, constant aim, so far I've failed, is to try and be a bit more organised with my desk, try and create a bit more space. But I haven't quite managed that yet, but we've got enough space to work here, so we'll be all right. And I'm just going to lay that down like that. And the reason I wanted it to be cut like that was because I like that little white border from the original cardstock. So we're going to do that. Then what I'm going to do, or what I have done, is I have taken this die and this die. What I did, I'll show you what I did. I took that one and that one, and we needed a cutting edge, and I took that one and I cut all of those together, and it gave me two pieces. It gave me that and that. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to put these back on the board over here so that they don't get lost, because this is one of my favourite sets. Someone asked me once, well, several people have asked me, which set is my favourite of all the original Card Making Magic I've brought. Which is my favourite? And do you know what? I can't pick one because I love them all. But what I'm going to do is, I think what I'm going to do is go through them and say, which one's the easiest to use? And that'll be my favourite. But from the aesthetic point of view, they're all lovely. So what I'm going to do, on the back, there's quite a, as you've probably seen, there's quite a wide border there. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want the adhesive showing, you can use glue if you want to, but I'm just going to put my adhesive, in fact I could have used glue if I thought about it, but that's all right. I'm just going to put some adhesive on this inner edge here. So as long as it sticks to the card, we'll be all right. Oops, that's probably not the best way of doing it. Oh, never mind. It'll stick. We'll put something over it later. And, oh, it's not too bad, actually. And what we're going to do is lay it down and just stick. Oh, it's not too bad. It's stuck to my desk. This little bit there stuck to my desk. But do you know what? I think we'll get away with that. And we're going to stick that down. You could stick the corners down with a dab of glue, but I don't mind if it's a little part of it's a little bit raised. I really don't mind. And oh, there's the other bit. So I'm going to do the same In fact, what I'm going to do with that, no I won't, I'm going to do the same with that one. So if we slide that over, let's find a clean bit of desk. Find a clean bit of desk. We could try. And again, just go round. This one's a little bit more delicate, so we have to be a little bit more careful. So we're just going to run some adhesive just around that inner edge there, like that. Carefully peel it up. I think what I'm going to have to do eventually is resurface my desk, but that's not going to happen today. Slide that in the middle like that, and it will sit down very nicely. Now later on what I might do is put some glue under there, but I think we'll get away with that for now. And the only other thing I've done from my die, I've got so many flower dies it's ridiculous, but that's okay. I don't think you can ever have too many flower dies. So what I've done, I've actually taken one of my flower dies and I've cut it 3 times and just layered it up and put a blob of bling in the middle, a piece of bling in the middle for the centre. And on the back I have got some a foam pad, or half a foam pad I should say, and we're going to stick that in the corner just like that. And to finish it off, what I've done is I've raided my bling drawer, or I should say bling chest, and in the leaf ephemera drawer I have found 2 pieces like that, and I think they're lovely. I think they came from an old magazine, but don't ask me which one because I can't remember. And all I'm going to do is put a little bit of adhesive on one, well, on both of them eventually. But because this one is on a foam pad, I can just lift it a little bit and slide it under there and stick it down. And I couldn't decide where I was going to put that one. I didn't know whether to put it there, which to me makes it look a bit like bunny's ears, but that might be just me, or there. And you know what, I think I quite like it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it out, run some adhesive down the centre, pick it up, just gently lift that flower, slide it underneath and pop it down. If it goes slightly over the yellow bit, that's absolutely fine, I can live with that. And there we go, my friends. There is our 6x4, I nearly said 5x7. That's because it was going to be a 5x7. I was going to do another mat, but then I decided not to. Oh, I better put that back or I'll forget it. That's just one of the outline dies. So just slide that back in its slot. So from just a few or some of the dies from the ornate rectangles, we have made this delightful little 6x4 greeting card. Now I'm not going to put a sentiment on it yet because I don't know who it's going to or for what occasion, but I would suggest or encourage you to go, and if you've got similar dies to this, doesn't have to be this set, but if you've got other ornate rectangular dies or even other shaped dies, get them out, have a look at them and see what you can do with them. And when I come back next time, in fact what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do that because it'll take too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I don't usually do this, but it's such an interesting set, and this is one I've never used. I am going to use this background die set. It comes in 2 parts. I'll give you a quick look at it. I think is it 3 parts? Might come in 3 parts. No, I think it comes in 3 parts. One's an outline. But the interesting thing, well, they're all interesting, but it's a B. So you've got this internal bit here, and you've got, let's just pop that to one side for a second. And you've got the outline, and I think I've got that the wrong way around. There we go. So you've got this bit here, and you've got an outline. So you could use this bit as a stencil if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I could have done, I suppose, if I thought, well, I have thought about it, but I could have done, but that's not what I'm planning to do. That doesn't mean I won't. You could use these as stencils, or you could cut them and use the die cut as a stencil. But I'm not going to stencil with this. I don't do much stenciling. So do pop back, where are we, Friday? Pop back on Tuesday and see what I do with this set. But I've never, as I say, I've not used this set before, ever. So I haven't even tried to cut it. So I've no idea how it cuts. Or I think it does. I have had a look. I'm almost sure it does line up perfectly. In fact, I'm sure it does. So that does line up, but as I say, I've never used this set. It's one of those that I looked at and thought, oh, wow, that's good, I'll get that. But I've not done anything with it. So I'm going to slide it back, that'll do for now, in there. And I'll give you one last look, or one more look I should say, at the card we made today. So this is from our Ornate Rectangle. So if you've got rectangle dies, or any other shape for that matter, have a go at them, and even if you've used them before, try and come up with a way that you've not used them before. Maybe put them in a different orientation, or overlap them, or crisscross them. So, or if you've got something like this, you could thread ribbon through them, which I didn't, because I didn't think of it until just now. So raid your stash, have fun, and see what you can come up with. And I will see you on Tuesday. So have a fabulous weekend. Take care. Have fun, everybody. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.